morning, everybody. 10-7, 10-7, 10-7. Stocks go up, stocks go down. Okay. So the market moves, and it moves fast. You have to trade fast. The news changes. We may be completely negative, and an hour later we're positive. People that lose money, they're not open-minded. They get pissed off on their own stuff, and then they get stupid. Don't get stupid, okay? Don't get stupid. I'm telling you. Somebody sent this message yesterday. It's fascinating to me. So I said Amazon has a problem with wages. We know they have a problem with wages. Everybody has a problem with wages. That's bad for their business, okay? They have a problem with the union. If that passes, it's bad for their business. Shipping costs are higher. It's bad for their business, okay? And they can't get product. It's bad for their business. That's 4 things that are bad for the business. But the stock's not at 4,000 or 5,000. Maybe it goes down, maybe it goes up. Just because you got 4 things bad for your business doesn't mean the stock goes down. Maybe it's already in there. So on a typical day when nothing is happening, and Amazon's going to report some news, more aptly it could be lower. Very straightforward. But if the market runs, it rips right back up. See, this is why Sam is Sam. Because he's not tied to anything. And when I tell you, hey, don't be stupid, don't make stupid decisions. That's what I'm telling you. People are like, oh my God, remember Facebook? Facebook had this Apple problem last quarter, and we said Facebook has this Apple problem. It's going to go lower. It can go lower. Well, they beat and they guided up, and the stock rocketed. It went to what? 33.72, something like that. It rocketed. And then they guide down. So they had the problem, right? We knew they had the problem. We know Amazon has a problem. Maybe it goes to 3,800, and then they guide and it goes lower. Doesn't mean it goes lower from here. All Sam does is give you information. You decide what to do with it. If you like the information, act on it. If you don't act on it. Very straightforward. When I bought Roku, somebody said, well, Sam, you told me Roku's not worth 100. It's not worth 100. Doesn't mean it can't trade at 2,000. Sure it can. Just matters how the news flow is. Okay? Interesting. People think that GME is worth 5,000. Maybe it is. Maybe it trades at 5,000. I don't think it's worth $10. At some point, it'll break. And you know when it's going to break? It's going to break if the whole market starts to explode up and people can make money in every single... If you're throwing darts and you can throw a dart at any stock and it goes up, and GME and AMC aren't moving up anymore, then those guys will all sell. They're saying, I have $100,000 here and I'm not making any money. I could sell it and go make money in other stuff. That's when they'll break. I can't tell you if it's today or next month or next year. Then we see and then we see. Okay, so we got huge movers today. This UPST looks like it can absolutely explode. Roku looks like it explode. Tesla looks like it's moving. Google is an insane rippy. Netflix is way up. CMG got a huge upgrade if it can take off. If the economy goes, BKNG goes. And Goldman Sachs, absolutely exploding. How much fun is today going to be? SPX up 40. Add 40. You're at 4,400. You're at 4,400. Just like that. The 44.50s are $4. They closed at 2. And then we see. If 44.26 comes and holds, perfect play into tomorrow. Then we see. And then you got Lam Research. It's up 7. 8. It's up 8. Now it's up 9. 571, 592. Underneath, 541. NVIDIA up into the weekend, into the ARM deal. If they approve the ARM deal, I'm pretty sure this is 232. If they disapprove it, probably 190. Goldman Sachs, 396, 403. NOW starting to move. Can it get through 644 early? If it can get to 650 pretty fast. Snowman, huge move yesterday. 316, 321. Underneath, 306. Shop, 1409, 1452. Under 1291 bad. CMG, 1872. Amazon, 2309, 2372. Wow. UPSD, 321, 322. 331, 332. 346. Underneath, 291. We told you there's a cliff at 260. Maybe that cliff doesn't come for 6 years. Maybe it doesn't come for 20 years. Maybe they split and that number isn't there anymore. Right now it's heading up. We're in a couple levels. This is going to be nice. BKNG, 2,500, huge, 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 huge. Netflix, 652. BNTX, move. This was way down, now it moved back up. Okay, 252. Moderna, still not up, so probably take BNTX back down. Then we see, I don't know if there's news. Jeffrey starts BNTX with a 230 price. What, 230 price? Think about this. And somebody buys it. Can't even make sense of this stuff. Moderna, 291. Roku, 331, 332, 341, 352. Googleicious, 2,800 may happen in the first 10 minutes. Then we see. 2832. Tesla. 797. 797. 803, 809 accelerator. Interesting. Hope you got all that. Go fast. Okay, let's go to questions. SQ looking good. Yes, SQ is looking good. AFRM, very, very strong. Still don't know. I'll look it up after what the market cap is. Got to know what the market cap is. 141, 142. Yes, import costs have gone up 10x. That from 36 billion, so it can get to 50. So if it can get to 50, that's 50% move up. 50% of 130 is what? 65 at 65. It can get to probably 192, somewhere in there. Okay? Then we see. Hi everyone, I'm new. So here's the thing. When you join anything and you're new, and see, people don't do this. People don't do this. They lose money and they come in. Why? Come in here, go slow. I just told you what the market can do, up or down. Maybe it reverses, don't know. Does it hold? Go slow. Check the news flow. I gave you all these news items. Now in the chat room, we'll start talking about specific stuff happening in those 5-minute, 10-minute, 15-minute ranges. And then on Twitter, we'll tell you some news and what we're doing. So go slow, take some time, evaluate how you want to utilize our services or the news or what you're going to do or what you're going to buy, and take some time. That's it. There's specific reasons we do everything, okay? I tell you this all the time. If we buy Goldman Sachs at 50 cents, we know it can go to 0. And it goes to 10. People say, oh my God, I'm going to go buy Goldman. But why would you, if you can buy the 400 Goldman Sachs yesterday at 10 cents, or you can buy the 395s at 15 cents, why wouldn't you buy the 395s? You're 5 points closer to the money, right? I'm telling you, it's very, very important. So that's a reason why you don't have a running list of this stuff. You wouldn't do that because people do that. They're like, oh my God, Sam bought Google at 9, I can buy it at 5. Why would you buy it at 5? Why wouldn't you buy closer to the money? And you get a grand slam, right? And that's what we know. Okay. The UPSD. The thing to know on UPSD, just know it's going to go nuts. It's going to go very nicely today. But if somebody gets an indication that they're going to do a secondary, it will drop a lot. So you just have to know that. And then it goes up again. You just have to know that. Maybe it goes to 350. They do a secondary, it goes to 300, and then it goes to 800. What's wrong with that? Okay. Interesting. So that's what we know. Okay. So let's see. Jobs report tomorrow. Huge news. Can run it. Do we run to 4,500? 44.26 is a huge number. Or do we go negative today? Everything's possible. See you in chat.